You are driving home after a nice evening, and all of a sudden you see the red and blue disco lights in your background. You pull over in a normal way. You're not too worried. Officer approaches your car, and he does one of these. He says, "I smell marijuana." Your heart starts pounding. You know the next words out of their mouth will be, "I'm going to need to search your car." Most people fold right then and there. But what you say next can be the difference between driving home or going to jail. And I am going to give you the exact words to use. There is a one golden rule. The single most important thing you must do in this situation. You must refuse the search. You need to say these 6 words clearly and calmly. Officer, I do not consent to a search. Say that phrase. Then stop talking. Anything you say, any hesitation can be twisted into consent. By saying, I do not consent, you are activating your 4th Amendment rights. For decades, police used the simple claim of smelling marijuana as a free pass to search your car, your bags, your person. They called it probable cause. But the ground is shifting under their feet. As states across the country legalize or decriminalize cannabis, courts are starting to agree that the mere smell of something that might be legal is no longer enough to justify a search. It's like smelling alcohol on somebody's breath. That does not automatically mean they are guilty of a crime. Now, make no mistake, police are still going to try, and they're counting on you not to know your rights. So we're going to do a 3-point test. Is the police's probable cause legit? When an officer makes that claim, you need to mentally run a 3-point test. This is what your lawyer will analyze later. Number 1, what is the law in your state? If cannabis is legal for recreational or medical use, the smell of it is far less likely to be considered probable cause for a search. In states like Indiana, where it is 100% illegal, they're likely going to have probable cause to search you, your passengers, or even the trunk of your vehicle. That sounds insane, right? That's the most recent Indiana Supreme Court case. Trunk is fair game if they can smell marijuana coming from the passenger compartment. You have to know the laws of your state. Number 2, did the police claim to smell burnt or fresh marijuana? This is critical. The smell of burnt marijuana lingers. It doesn't prove a crime is actively happening in your car. The smell of fresh, unburnt marijuana gives them a stronger case the substance is physically present right now. Again, in states where it's 100% illegal, it's not going to matter too much. That's like Indiana. But still, go through this framework, even where it is illegal. And number 3, who are the police searching? Even if officer thinks they have probable cause to search the driver, that does not automatically extend to every passenger in the car. Police need individual probable cause for each person they want to search. Again, that is going to be state specific, and unfortunately, in states like Indiana, where it is 100% illegal, are likely going to be able to search the passengers as well as the driver. But if you are the passenger, you have your own rights. You can and you should say, "Officer, I do not consent to searches." Now, let's drill the most common ways police try to get around your refusal to search. They'll say, "Fine, if you have nothing to hide, then you won't mind waiting around for our canine unit." This is a bluff designed to waste your time and intimidate you into consenting. A traffic stop cannot be delayed to wait for a drug dog without a separate reason. You need to say this: "Officer, am I being detained or am I free to go?" Repeat this question. If they can't answer, they may be illegally detaining you. Number 2, furtive movements. They'll claim that you're making furtive movements, reaching for something. This is an old police officer trick. The moment they say that, you put your hands on the steering wheel or dashboard in plain sight and say, "Officer, my hands are in plain sight. I do not consent to searches." Number 3, the pretext stop. They pulled you over for a broken taillight or speeding, but now they're asking you a million questions. This is a pretext stop. Unfortunately, this is legal in most states. They're looking for an excuse to search. Answer their questions about the stop, provide your information, name, address, date of birth, or your driver's license. But when they pivot, you pivot. "Officer, I do not consent to any searches. Am I free to go?" And then here is a final bonus tip for your home. If police are knocking on your door and say, "I smell marijuana," do not open the door. You are not required to. Instead, speak through the closed door and ask, "Officer, do you have a warrant?" If they don't, tell them to leave. It's that simple. In fact, you don't even really have to answer the door if police are knocking. You don't have to answer the door for anyone if they're knocking, including Girl Scouts, door-to-door vacuum clean salesmen, if they still do that, I don't know. But you don't have any obligation to answer the door for anyone you're not expecting. You don't. So police are included in that. So remember, the two key phrases that protect you: I do not consent to searches, and am I being detained or am I free to go? Knowing those phrases can save you from an absolute nightmare. Now, if you've watched this far, you must like me a little bit, right? Come on. What I'm going to ask you to do is like my video, subscribe to my channel, and then there's like a little notification bell. Subscribe to that too. And then leave me a comment. Now, I love comments. I read them all. I can't always respond, but I try. One of the comments that's driving me insane right now is, hey, Mark, you're coming across as a used car salesman. This is me all the time. I don't know. Maybe I'm a used car salesman in a past life. I don't know. I do know I'm passionate about individual rights and protecting people from the government, but leave me a comment, even if you want to say, hey, Mark, you do seem like a used car salesman. That's fine. I'm cool with that. It doesn't bother me. But leave me a comment. You can always leave nice comments too. I'm not going to be mad about that at all. And if you are facing charges in Indiana, give us a call, 317-632-3642. We love helping Hoosiers in the state of Indiana fight criminal charges. We just do. We love it. All of us here do. But most importantly, remember to always plead the fifth.